almost like that thing just keep repeating itself and repeating itself and repeating itself. And it's like, it's ugly. It's sickening. I see a lot of perversion in, like, just twisted things that don't even, most of it is filthy. It's sickening. And nobody want to talk about it. But I'm going to talk about it. It's going to get dirty. It's going to get nasty. Somebody might write me a hate mail, but at least I'm free. At least I'm free. My name is Mahogany Porter. I'm originally from Lake Charles, Louisiana, born and raised. I just recently moved to Dallas, Texas. Mahogany is more than just a hairstylist. Mahogany is more than just, oh yeah, she do hair. Oh yeah, she used to go to Washington Marion High School. Yeah, she always won all the art competitions and stuff like that. It's more to it than that. It's all of those colors that's mixed up, and the dirt, the filth, the anger, the rage, everything all mixed up, and once it's crushed, it's like a diamond. It's like gold refined, and you clean it up real good, and it sparkles. A release and a freedom of everything that has ever been locked on the inside. Everything. It hurts. It don't feel good. It don't feel good. All the way up until me writing a book, and it's just amazing. It's surprising. I'm surprised at myself, because I didn't always want to look in the cameras. I didn't always want to pass in front of a mirror. I didn't always want to look at myself looking like this. So it's like, wow. Okay, Chris, cut it out. When somebody tell me I can't do something, and I do it. Because my daddy used to always tell me, he said, Olivia, when that girl gets something in her head, I don't care what it is, she push until she get it. She stay focused, and she just don't stop until she get it. She's like a crazy person. So, but I mean, that's about it. Don't tell me I can't do it, because he was the one that told me that beauticians don't make money. Artist. I am an artist, and I'm sensitive about my hair was rebellion, because I wanted to be a cartoonist. So if now when it comes to hair, I go all out. I would sit there and go to the extremes, but as far as nah. If I can all throw it away right now, I would probably do more branding, more art. That's why I'm pushing towards that side of me, that other side of me that I've held back for like forever. I just recently started painting again. I haven't picked up a pencil in years, and it just comes effortlessly. It's like riding a bike. It's nothing. I have to deal with personalities versus looking at a canvas. It don't tell me nothing. It just sits there. It don't fuss back at me. It don't say, well, I didn't like this part. I don't like that part. I don't want to hear you talk right now. Shut up and let me paint you. Shut up, let me mold you. Let me break you down and start over. That part. Now, growing up, what a lot of people don't know is that I was adopted. I was raised by another family. However, that was still my parents. However, here's the story. The story is and told that I was left in a hospital for 10 days, picked back up, and brought to my mom's house, my biological mom's house. And the thing about it is, what really gets me is that when they told me that my mom covered my face so she didn't have to look at me. And that was like, okay, I get it, but dang. And the reason behind it was that she could not have another man's child and have another man raising another man's child. So he would not get married to her if she kept me. It was a heart thing because it just got to me. All before, it never bothered me. I'm 39 years old, and like it never bothered me up until now. Whenever they had to tell me that she covered my face, and I'm like, wow, that's where the spirit of rejection came in. That's where all of the other stuff came in. When I would sit there and just be crying, oh yeah, your mama left you on the doorstep. No, she didn't. You know, I'm a kid and I'm telling people, no, she didn't. I know I'm adopted. She didn't leave me on the doorstep. She left me at the hospital. I felt in my artwork, that's what gave me a sense of belonging. So I was like, well, I'll do this and everybody will accept me. I'm good at it. You know, look, I can do this. And still hiding behind all the tears and thinking about suicide, thinking about, well, what if I run away from home? What if I do this? Or what if I dress like this? And maybe they'll like me. They'll stop picking on me and saying all kind of other stuff. And just recently, what really brought the tears was when I watched the movie Mahogany for the first time. And everybody was like, well, you don't know nothing about Mahogany? No. Diana Ross, Billy D. So when I watched it, I'm like, oh my God. So that's where my mama got my name from, Mahogany. I asked her, she said, yeah, that was around the same time. But the thing about it was, when she spoke that into existence, I relived that whole movie and didn't even realize it. It was crazy. Chasing a dream, fashion, art, all kind of stuff. And it's like, and then getting yourself in situations that probably would kill you almost. I said to myself, you know what? This is time. It's time for freedom. It's enough of this. It's enough of it. I went through so much to bring me to this point. Even the parent that raised me committed suicide. So it's like, once again, abandonment. I do remember being little and she would just cry, just cry. Oh, Mahogany, you just don't understand. Well, I didn't know what I was supposed to understand. She just cry. And then I would go and try, thinking I can, like I do everything else, calm her and console her. And she would be like, no, you just don't understand. And many days she would be like, because I would be cutting up and acting silly and stuff like that. And she'd be like, Mahogany, if you don't stop, I'm going to take you to the Calcasieu Parish River. I'm going to throw your looks up in there. No. And she'll put me in the car and ride me in front of you. You see that? That's where bad little children go. And I would straighten up just like that. And what's so heart-wrenching is that the very place she said that I would be if I wouldn't act right is the very place that she drove her car in. My daddy, she came running outside, somebody help me there, and my dad had a massive heart attack and died in the house. I'm the only one, everybody's standing around screaming, I'm the only one doing CPR. It was obvious that he had to let go of all his body fluids, and it was like, okay, we can't do this, because it happened like 2 days before Christmas. And that was horrible. Then after a while, my mama said, and then here come 9/11. My mom was like, well, I can't do it no more without him. She just kept talking about it. And one day she was good, and the next day she was bad. Then all of a sudden, one day she kept calling. She called all of us. She called my brother. She called my older sister, and she called my other sister. She said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to meet Leonard. I can't take it no more. I just can't take this no more. I got to go meet. I'm going to meet Leonard. Mahogany, your policy is paid up. It's going to be on the counter. If y'all looking for me, I'm going to be at the bottom of the Calcasieu Parish River. I want, the house is clean, so when people come to the house, I'm like, why is she talking like this is done already? She kept calling us, and in the back of my mind, well, if I would have left the hair show, she wouldn't have been able to drive her car over there behind my elementary school. And what's so hurtful is that another parent walks out on you that way. That was hurtful. And my baby was 2 years old. And what broke me down was when she went running through the house and she said, Grandmama, you in the bed sleeping? Come out, Grandmama, come out, Grandmama. And I was like, Grandmama not coming out. She not coming out. She not coming out. And I was the only one that would always be there that I knew of. And it felt like, okay, now I don't have nobody no more, because growing up, I was the one that, okay, that's not, I didn't know, where I belong. So I'm not your sister, and I'm not your sister, so you don't want me. You don't want me. The only people that wanted me, they're dead. So where do I go? The only people that really wanted me was dead. So I gravitated to my little girl so much until it's like I was protecting her. And my mama would always tell me before she died, she said, Mahogany, get her away from me, because whatever's inside of me is going to jump inside of her. And I was like, no, Mama, it's not going to happen. You're going to be okay. And it's like, she did that. How could you just leave me like that? How could you just leave me like that? I didn't trust anybody with my children. She just gave up. She just another mother. That was what hit me so hard. Another mother left me. How could you just give up on me and leave me like this? So I don't have nobody. I can't turn to my sisters and my brothers because they don't really like me anyway. On either side. Them girls don't like me. That's why when people tell you what they're gonna do, no matter what the situation is, believe them. Don't never let them sleep on it. Don't believe them. Even if you gotta just sit there and just listen. Let them talk it out, because it'll probably help them. I don't know. But my mom, she was the only mom I ever knew. Every time I'ma call that voice that I was having early in the film when it would tell me, oh, you can't do this. And then the other one said, go ahead, honey, take a chance. Use that driving force. Everything that you've ever thought about, that you wanted, everything that you've ever thought about, that you ever needed. Push towards it, because it's nothing but a distraction. I've had so many distractions. I'm more than sure that I would have. I've had so many close calls. I could have swallowed so many pills and just went to sleep. Not necessarily hurting myself, but just going to sleep and never waking up again. Just staying in the room, just not ever waking up again. But I would have never made it to this point right here, right now. Driving 10 hours to sit in front of this camera and cry. I wouldn't have never made it to this point right now. It's so worth it to stay here and walk it out. Because God has the last say. Well, you would say, well, who is God? I don't know who He is. Well, all you have to do in the morning, take your shoes off. First thing in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, just stand on the grass. Take a deep breath and look up. Who can make and create endless skies? Who can sit there and just create the smallest animal kingdom, which is like little bugs and stuff like that? They have purpose. You have purpose. Everybody has a purpose. And I'm here with all of the troubles and all of the struggles and all of the rejection and all of the past and all of the foolish decisions and everything that I've ever made. The foolish decisions that I've ever made. I'm standing before you telling you it's not worth it to go off the deep end. It's so worth it to stick around and prove the enemy wrong. I am a living testimony and a witness of proving people, places, and things wrong. Oh, Chris, I can't stand you right now.
Good job.